Hello everyone and welcome aboard the USS Midway, the historic aircraft carrier turned museum located in the heart of San Diego, California. Join Kim and I as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the legacy and heroism of those who served on this iconic vessel. The USS Midway is the longest-serving American aircraft carrier of the 20th century, having played host to more than 200,000 sailors over the course of its 47 years of service. This historical relic offers patrons the opportunity to explore approximately 60 different exhibits in more than 30 restored aircraft, including some that have flown in World War II, Operation Desert Storm, and the Korean War. During the self-guided audio tour, you'll see the crew's sleeping quarters, the engine room, and the primary flight control room, among other areas of the 4-acre flight deck. There are also flight simulators, a cafe, and a gift shop. Your adventure begins with a stroll along the flight deck, surrounded by a fleet of meticulously restored aircraft. From fighter jets to helicopters, each one has a story to tell about the brave pilots who soared through the skies in defense of our country.
Definitely tight walking through here.
You have to not think about it, because then the claustrophobia.
One of the best parts about your admission to the Midway is that it also includes a free self-guided audio tour that you can listen to. The audio tour brings Midway's history to life and adds a personal touch to what it was like to live on board a floating city at sea.
And then we made our run in there, and it was an expression: we're going to go in at the speed of heat, going as fast as we can go. And we're only probably a mile south of the target when I see this plume of white coming out of his right wing. I said, "You're hit." And just as we turned our wings, that airplane blew up in a million pieces. You know, I couldn't believe it. And I passed right by the fireball where he'd blown up. And I says, "I'm getting out of here." And he was never seen alive again. It was the last. But yeah, there was a vacant seat when we got back to the debrief, and I still probably am suffering some effects of that today. I think about it.
Now I'm way ahead of you. I got 510 heading to Cat 1 as we speak. We're going to yo-yo him, so we've got tons of gear. Air off standby. Ground shark to now 3. Secure that canopy on 205 and clear the deck. Recovery commencing.
These giant chains raise over the anchors. Each link weighs 156 pounds. See those mushroom-shaped gears? They're called wildcats. Follow the chain with your eyes to the opposite end where it disappears into the deck. At the other end is one of our 20-ton anchors. When we let her go, gravity does the rest.
Sleeping on a Navy ship is a unique experience because you're inside a giant machine. And all around you, there are motors and generators and fans and air ducts. I remember on my first ship, I slept right up next to a bulkhead in the wall. On the other side of it was a motor that cycled at uneven times. I did not sleep for 3 days.
If you were enlisted, one of these beds could have been yours. Let's try it out. Go ahead and lie down. Tight, huh? Bet Bob Salva slept on board.
One guy checked in one night, he come down into the compartment, and he got the bottom bunk over in the corner, $3 high. 32 people in a space this big with blockers.
And you were getting ready to go, sometimes you had to kind of check the odor, which is the least stinky flight suit I'm going to put on. Yuck.
So many people living and working on board, Midway has everything a city does. A power plant, shops, restaurants, a dry cleaners, barber shop, hospital, and this, our own trusty post office. Nowadays, crew
members have email and cell phones, but when Midway was on active duty, sailors stayed in touch with their family and friends through regular mail. You know that old postal creed, neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night? Well, add typhoon, icebergs, and enemy warships to that. Getting mail out to the middle of the ocean was no easy task. Sometimes it took up to 3 weeks to get a letter from home. And Midway holds the record for the longest number of days at sea. Guys used to call her the USS Never Duck.
It's 53,000 horsepower in this room alone. So with 4 of these, we have a total of 212,000 shaft horsepower, and that's going to move us at just about 40 miles per hour. It's 33 knots. You do the math, it comes out just under 40 miles per hour. The way we do it is with steam turbines. Now, surrounding this room, in rooms that are no longer accessible, are 12 boilers. Each one of those boilers burns a marine diesel fuel to make steam. And the steam that comes out is at 600 psi, 850 degrees Fahrenheit. And as the steam leaves the boiler at that temperature, it's so intensely hot that it's no longer a vapor. It's actually an invisible gas when it comes in here with absolutely zero moisture to it.
And I spent 3 days down there in solitary confinement. And I had 3 days red water, 3 squares a day. It gives you the nourishment that your body needs, but you're hungry all the time. Put me on the straight and narrow real quick.
Now, for safety's sake, it's a little bit different here than other parts of the ship. You're going to be going up the original steep Navy ladder. You're going to go up 4 steep Navy ladders. You have to be a little bit careful.
So we got 2 guys here who are permanent. You can see they got the fancy seats here.
Yep.
And they got their titles on the back. The first guy is known as the Air Boss. That's his official Navy title, Air Boss. All the World War II carriers up were all geared to do that 30 knots because that's what we needed across the deck to launch and recover aircraft. Okay, so gives you an idea. And then the destroyers could obviously keep up with them, and most of the ships could, except for some of the the supply type ships, which weren't built for speed. They were usually single screw type ships. But we would approach them. We would find them and go to them.
Coming into the pilot seat. Oh gosh, this is tight. Oh, whoa, watch your head. That is tight. That is so tight. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and put your seatbelts on and prepare for takeoff. Stewardess, please check the cabin for departure. 1956543 will be going left on runway 21654 9er banana.